All right, so last time, last time was not very long ago. In fact, I kind of just decided to do this. Last time we got a couple really cool Pokemon. Like this one, killer. Um, and this one's awesome. I really like Steelix. Uh, really cool, really fun. So I figured I'd open a couple more. Why not? And I'm just going to talk about the the video games. So when I believe my first video game or Pokemon game that I played, it was Red. Yes. So I had Red. My brother had Blue. Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue. I don't think Yellow or anything had come out. I don't think there was ever a Green. But I had Red, and my brother had Blue. and I remember getting that Christmas morning, and we got a lot of presents. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but we got other presents, right? Well, when we got those games, we just stuck them into our Game Boys, and we both had Game Boy Colors, and I had so it was kind of this green, like a kiwi green, I think. I had a kiwi green Game Boy Color. Loved that thing. Played that thing to death. I never owned the original Game Boy, but played on that kiwi one. Loved it. And I remember we were just sitting there playing on Christmas morning. Me and my brother just sitting there, just enamored. Okay, well, wait a minute. Really cool. EX. So I haven't done any more research. So I don't know any more about these than I did before. So this could be a really cool card. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I don't. Pretty cool. Not my favorite. Pretty cool. I should open these. But anyway, we're sitting at Christmas morning. It's just enamored with the video game. And I remember we're sitting there, and there's wrapping paper, and there's presents, and then we just threw those games in, and we just started playing. So we're just sitting there, on our video games playing. My parents kind of just like looked around, and then looked at us, and were like, geez, we could have just got on that game and called it good, because we didn't seem to care about anything else. And in fact, to be completely honest, they probably could have gotten us those two games. We would have been perfectly fine with just that, because we just loved those games. I loved them. I remember I couldn't figure out a lot of stuff in that game. I was like, "Where's the Pokemon Center?" I don't know anything. It's such an easy game, and I couldn't figure it out. Anyway, so from there, I believe the next one, it might have been Yellow that came out. So from playing that to playing Yellow, was a lot different. I really liked Yellow. Again, Red is just cool. Ninetales. I don't remember. I never had a holo of Ninetales as a kid, but I really, really liked that holo. This is, I don't know what, reverse holo, I believe, something like that. Very cool. I like Kyogre. Yeah, I do like this Pokemon. I think it's a very good look. I really like that Pokemon. Got another Steelix. Enjoy these holographics. I think they're cool. So I do not mind getting extra of these, because I think these are super cool. Yeah, energy. So anyway, next one was Yellow. Really enjoyed Yellow. And the last one that I played was, as a kid, the last one that I played before. So I got a Switch eventually. The Switch is the Switch is nice. Even as an adult, it's nice to have something that you can just maybe take with you somewhere you know, it's just nice to be able to play some cool games and have some fun. I really, as a kid, I loved Metroid, like Samus and all of that. Loved. I played all of those. Loved all of those. And on the Switch, man, what was it? Metroid Dread. I think they had the first person one too, Metroid Prime. Anyway, I played all of those. Loved all of those. Loved them to death. So that's probably the main reason why I got a Switch. Anyway, back to Pokemon. The last one I played on my color, or at least as a kid, the last one I played was Gold. So you had, it wasn't even Heart Gold. I know there's Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Didn't play those. The last one I played was Gold. And to this day, that was one of my best experiences playing a Pokemon game. I love the night day feature. I did have a night day feature. Loved it. Super fun. The crazy thing is I actually prefer Lugia over Ho-Oh. But again, they're both very cool Pokemon. But I did prefer Lugia. Why I got Gold, I'll never know. But that's when I got. I never got Silver. I never really got duplicates of. So that's cool. That's really cool. Boy, that's a cool card. And look at that. That's super cool. I really like that. I don't even know this Pokemon. Honestly, I have no idea what this Pokemon is. Really cool. So, yeah. Gold. Last one I played on my Game Boy Color. I don't think I owned any other game system, any other handheld system except for the Switch. That was the last time I had. Game Boy Color was the last one I had. The first one I owned, and that was the last one I owned. I never really had the DS. I never had the DS. I never had any of the other ones. My brother did. I didn't. And then I got the Switch. And on the Switch, so I guess that's basically where I can go. I go from the Game Boy Color to a Switch. What a move that was. Anyway, got to the Switch, and man, what did I play on Switch? What was the first one I played? Man, what was Sword and Shield on? Sword and Shield was the Switch. Yes. Was it Sword and Shield? Yes, it was Sword and Shield. That was on the Switch, and that was the first one I played. And honestly, I really, really liked that one too. I know it was very linear, but it was so just Pokemon, right? It was just fun. You catch. I really like that Pokemon. It was fun. You catch them. The graphics were pretty cool. It was interesting to have the 3D effect. The one that I probably should have played was Arceus. I heard that one was super, super cool. But the next one that I played, okay, so Raikou, I believe this is Raikou. That's super, 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 super cool. I really, really like that because I, for the life of me, could not catch these Pokemon. I never, ever caught these in, were these, I believe these were in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Because I remember, I hope I'm right. Because I remember coming across, I swear I came across these. And I could not catch them. Holy cow. I could not catch these. Yeah, so I was right. I was like, man, am I botching my memory? Because I remember those, I remember these Pokemon in Gold. And I remember seeing this one. I never saw Suicune. I never saw him. I saw Entei, and I think I might have saw him once. And for the life of me, even to this day, right? To this day, and I have not played the video games very much, just enough to like beat the games, enjoy the games, have fun training Pokemon, blah 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 blah. Go through all that fun. The reason why you get it, right? To this day, I have never seen a shiny Pokemon. To this day, and I'm talking Sword and Shield, and I'm also talking Scarlet and Violet, because that was the next one. So Sword and Shield was great, loved it, enjoyed it very much. Then I went to Scarlet and Violet. That was different. It was kind of, it seemed like it wasn't totally finished. It was a little buggy, I think. Fun game still. Open world thing is kind of cool. But even to this day, with those two games, but even with the older ones, I didn't even know. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I think I got the reverse holo. See, the holographics. That's where that's at for me. That right there. That is legit. That is super, super cool. Really like that. Anyway, like I was saying, never saw a shiny. I'll like go on YouTube and see oh grave. See people they're like, well, I'm gonna go shiny hunting, and I'm like, shiny hunting, and then sit there and they proceed to spend the next 48 hours or however long it took them, or however long it takes, depending on I guess the algorithm, but they proceed to take hours. Some of them I think even take days to find certain shinies in the game, and I'm like, oh, good grief. I just don't have those. I don't have that kind of patience, right? Chi-Yu. Again, never heard of that Pokemon. So, hey, see? Interesting. Very cool. Very cool. I believe the only time I've seen this Pokemon, this was in Scarlet. I've seen this Pokemon in Scarlet. Yeah, that's where I've seen them. Super, super cool. Okay, we got 3 more packs. What else? Never could find a shiny to save my life. Never saw a shiny to save my life. Okay, so with that being said, those are the ones that I have played. Now, I do know that Pokemon ZA, or Pokemon ZA, is out. And I don't know how I feel about it. Because after doing like the Scarlet Violet thing, I don't know Pokemon either, where it's, open world and there's a lot of different places to go. Reverse, that's still pretty cool. Reverse too. Different. Marshadow. See, I don't know this Pokemon, but I think this is a really cool looking card actually. So, ooh, cool. This is legit. See, this is stuff that I would have died as a kid, pulling this many holographics. I would have died. This one though, interesting. Very interesting. Don't know that Pokemon. So, like I said, Pokemon ZA, it's out, and the Switch 2, I believe. That whole debacle. Anyway, I struggle with the fact that ZA is kind of the way it is, where it seems the whole new fighting style I think is unique. I like Sandshrew, and I like Spearow, and I'm up for it. I think it's cool. I think kind of going that different way of more of an active fight than maybe a turn-based fight is kind of interesting, kind of cool. I like that. I like kind of experimentation. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just not sure. Yeah, see, I'm getting, this is right here is what I'm saying. Like, I'm getting doubles of stuff that I would like lose my mind over as a kid. But as far as, as far as that goes, I don't know. I just can't. It doesn't seem like they're doing a whole lot with Pokemon to kind of like make it really, really, really good. It's kind of like the bare minimum, which, I guess is fine, to some, just fine to some degree, right? I mean, and again, they are experimenting with the battle part of it. It's just to be locked in one city. Again, I haven't really seen a whole lot of reviews of it. Delibird. But I've seen enough of it where I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it or if I'm going to play it at all. And it seems kind of optimized. Well, maybe it is optimized for the Switch too. I don't know how it runs on the Switch, on the just like the normal Switch. I don't know how it runs on that one. I'm sure it's probably fine. But graphically, how much are you missing? How much whoa! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is legit. That's a super cool card. I think these were these Sword and Shield Pokemon? Cinderace was a Sword and Shield Pokemon? I think this was. Anyway, I loved this Pokemon. I picked this Pokemon all the time. And that's a cool holographic. That is super cool. All right. Now, last one. Let's go through. Oh, man. Almost looked like Bulbasaur. Ivysaur. Yeah, tomorrow. Jinx. Loved Onyx. Problem is I don't know how to say his name. Gargan. Hey. Fighting God. Oh, Grumpig. Again, I know I saw this little curly Q pig thing and thought, nah, I'm not going to catch that. So I don't know this. Have I got the, what is this one called? I don't think I've got the base form of that particular Pokemon. Oh, another one of these. Oh my goodness. You know what? It's funny because I'm hitting these and I'm liking these, right? And these are super cool. But I'm like, I'm getting 3 or 4 of these. And as a kid, I'd like lose my mind at 3 or 4 of these. Now I think it's like, man. All right, that's the last one. Last one right here. Last one right here. I don't think we're going to get much more than what we got. Like I think those, like the Venusaur and like the Latios, I think they're called full arts or whatever they are. I think those are very hard to get, I assume, because we haven't been getting a lot of them. So, Numel. So, it's an anchor. So, hey, it's cool with Pokemon. This will be the last one. Tangrowth. I like Tangela. Tangela's a cool Pokemon. Ooh, see? That's cool. Cool Onyx. Reverse. What is that? What is this? Buddy Puffin. Puffin? 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 Buddy Puffin. I don't know. Must be, yeah, it's a support. It's a trainer card. Cool looking card. Very cool looking card. I don't know what that... Very cool looking card. As I say, probably not going to pull any more of these. At least I believe that's what these are, kind of like a special art style. As soon as I say we're not going to pull one, here we go. All right, we're done. I'm done. Okay, I've wasted enough of my time, so I'm not wasting anybody else's because no one's watching this, but laters.